Welcome back to the IgnitorSMP, and I'm flying over Stardust here. As with this episode, we're going to be doing something pretty cool in Stardust. It's pretty crazy. This is a monumental moment for the game, and as you can see here, it's loading in right now. I've already started digging the area out for it, so you can kind of get an idea of maybe what it is. It's actually outside the game area, which starts here, right here, where this terraforming starts. But yeah, if you don't know this, well, I haven't told anyone, so you probably don't know. But this will be the entrance to this game. The entrance to Stardust will be right here. Well, technically, this is like the redstone hole. Over here is the actual building. The aesthetic building for the game entrance and stuff. But yeah, this will be a pretty cool build. Yeah, this is where you'll go in and ride the minecart all the way into the game. So that's going to be exciting. Well, the minecart I don't think is actually going to be that long. If I have time, I might actually... You know what? I'll talk about this all in a second. Let me... before we get started on this build, which has a lot of materials, as you can see here, but before we get started on the build, let's head over to Relic Runner, because round 2 is now finished, and I'm going to update you on the scores. Now, I don't know how interested you guys are in actually watching the Relic Runner runs. There are hours of it uploaded by other people, and it's not exactly the most thrilling thing in the world, especially in this first phase, because my tactic, along with a few others, is just to wait for mad dashes and treasures to drop, if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so there's a lot of waiting around in the dungeon, really. So I don't want to show that in the episode. If you do want to see it, I might upload some standalone videos maybe of Relic Runner. But here, as you can see, this is Relic Runner, and here is my 2 decks. I've got a speedrunning deck and a proper deck here. Uh, but we also got this Relic Runner coupon for any card from the end of round 2. So that's pretty cool. I've got my Relic Runner log that I can actually sign if you want to find out some stuff. Here is my runs for round 2, all logged in this book. Vid actually gave me a few extra keys because of dungeon faults and stuff. The treasure drop wasn't working. So let's go remove this page. I'm going to remove the extra pages. Just like that, and yeah, those are all my runs. Let me just remove this page. Okay, so yeah, run 17. I'm going to sign this. Relic Runner log round 2. Sign and close. That'll work. I don't want to type the whole thing out again. I might rename it because I think that's how it got such a long name on it. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty cool. And if you want to see the scores, I actually went straight past it. It's over there. We came second again after Indy. Yes, yeah, Indy still came first. So we got 8 points in total, 2 points behind Indy. But I've heard there's some pretty massive nerfs in the dungeon that might give us a chance of catching up to Indy. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I haven't done any streams of Relic Runner. It's not really the most exciting thing, as I just said. So, if you want to see any, let me know in the comments so that I know that you're interested, because I don't know how many people are actually interested. But yeah. Anyway, now it is nighttime. I will sleep when I get down. I think I missed a shulker box here with just a few bits in it. But yeah, I'm back here. I'm going to chuck this shulker box down, just like that. So yeah, these are all the materials. If you want to check them out, there they are. A whole bunch of redstone bits, because there is a big redstone contraption going down there. Probably one of the biggest ones other than the main castle area, which I will do a bit later in the season. And a whole bunch of other bits. There's a whole bunch of wood, deep slate, there's all sorts of miscellaneous bits, and some warped bits as well. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm going to sleep, and as soon as I do sleep, we can get started on the build. I'm going to break this up into 2 time lapses, one of the build and one of the redstone stuff. So let's do the build first because the redstone is very exciting. I want to reveal that a bit later. So yeah, let's get on to the build. So yeah, let's just go. And there it is, right behind me. Look at that. That's a building and a half right there. If you don't recognize this building, then I'm gonna tell you what it is right now. It is my starter base. It is my starter base all the way over there. I don't know if I may have put that comparison in the thumbnail. Who knows? But yeah, this is my starter base, but very big. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger than my starter base. I've also changed the few differences from my starter base is up there. I've changed that from deep slate to just stone. And of course, like the little weathered bits and stuff. And obviously, it's a lot bigger, so I can put more detail into the design down here. So this bottom part looks amazing. Top part looks pretty good as well. And yeah, this is it. This is the design for the entrance of Stardust. Now, the entrance had to be over here because the redstone for the elevator is on the other side. So, wait, I forgot to put the roof in. Give me a second. There we go. The roof is now there. Just a few blocks that I forgot to place. But here, yeah, this is the entrance. I'm going to spice up this front area a bit more once I get, the ground in after I put the redstone on the ground. But yeah, this is the entrance. Let me do a quick fly around in case you haven't seen it yet. But there we go. Look at how cool that looks. If you're flying in from spawn, it will look like this, and of course the castle in the background, everything's gonna look amazing. But yeah, anyway, let's actually go inside now. Down will be to the actual redstone bits, I'll show you later, but up will be some viewing areas. What you can go to this first floor. It's not the greatest viewing area, but you can see stuff. You can make it all the way around the back as well. Yeah, it's just a in-between floor that I might never do anything with. I don't know yet. We'll see. But anyway, you can go further up. Clicking this note block obviously releases the trapdoor, pushing us up because the honey blocks aren't full blocks, so I can touch the bubble elevator in there. So yeah, that's how that works. But yeah, through here, you can climb all the way to the top of the tower and see everything. This is a nice lookout to the actual game, which will be over here, obviously. You'll be able to see the castle in the distance if you have a far enough render distance. And yeah, this is a pretty cool lookout for everything. Might put some stuff up here, who knows? This might be like a lounge area or whatever outside the game. This actually won't be used that much because there's no really any point in staying outside the game. It's really all in the game. Multiple people can play at the same time, so there won't be like a queue like Relic Runner has, but that's that. And anyway, the down hole is here, and you drop down through padded snow to the level below. And to go further down, you stand in here, hit the note block, and you get dropped down to the further next level. Now, down underground. I have not built anything underground yet. Oh, a bit of lag. I've not built anything underground yet. There is just this bubble elevator, but there will be a tunnel into what the main bit of redstone for the entrance of the game that I'm about to build. So we'll build that right now. Let's just hop straight into another time lapse because I want to get this thing done. So why don't just bite the bullet and do it? Let's go. And just like that, we're done. We're done here. And yeah, I've covered it up. So all the redstone is actually down, if I can make it, underneath here. So yeah, I will not show you the redstone yet. I want to show you how it works. And I want to run through exactly how everything will work if you are an actual player. So this is exciting. I guess we'll show the build first. As you know, we have this elevator room. You hit this button to go down underground. And now you have this hallway which leads down to there. So, yeah, this is just a hallway. I quite like the look of this room. It takes you all the way down to this room right here, which will be the locker room, basically. As you can see, whoops, there's chests up here, and now how this will work, on top of these note blocks, there will be player heads. And let's just say, I don't have a player head with me, but let's just say I choose this. I choose this one. This is my locker, so I would place my player head, and obviously the other igniters can choose one each. So I would place my player head here, and let's just say my player head is now here, and I'm about to enter the game. By the way, this room looks pretty cool. I think I forgot some lanterns on these. I might come back and place those down again. But yeah, yeah. Let's just say I choose this one, and I'm about to go enter the game. I would click on this note block. As you can see, now that one's the only one that's lit up, and that's where all your items will be filtered. Technically, you can just take off all your items and leave it in here, but I thought I'd be fancy and do it automatically. So. Once you have selected that, you hit this button. This will take you into the room here and up this elevator and into this room. Now you can't go down anymore, so that's that. But now in this room, it's suggested that you take off your armor because otherwise the next part's going to happen extremely slowly. But what you're supposed to do is you come in here. You hit this button, and what's going to happen is this block is going to pop up so you can't exit. This block will flash, signaling you being ready to drop down, and let's just see. So, you get dropped down to here, and then you right click on this bed before, before you die by the campfire. There's monsters nearby, so you won't be able to sleep even if it's nighttime. You will respawn on this pressure plate. You won't be able to go back because a bed is actually slightly more than a slab. And that will be reset. And eventually there will be another room here with a minecart ride that takes you off into the game. But for now, it's just that's the zombie that's I've hidden so that you can't sleep in that bed because that would ruin the whole thing. But yeah, eventually there'll be a minecart ride that takes you into the game, but for now I've just got this. And basically down there, as you can see it poking through the composter there, I've got 8 minecarts which picks up every single item. And here, let me get inside so that I don't get killed by phantoms, and then explain it in free cam. So, as you can see, now this door is locked because I don't want any more people selecting different lockers while the items are being filtered through. But yeah, as you can see, there are mine carts underneath this campfire here, picking up all the items. 8 mine carts is enough to pick up every item in every slot all at once so that nothing despawns. I know you technically only need 5, but that I just decided to be safe. Got double speed item hopper thingy here, feeding into this dispense dropper, which is powered by this clock, and then spitting items into this water stream. And the one I selected is over here, I think. Yep, this is the one I selected, and this is the only unpowered hopper. So this is the only hopper that will be collecting items. As you can see, some items just go past, but some do get sucked up here. If it doesn't get sucked up, it will just keep going around, and eventually the hopper will pick it up. I've tested it with a absolutely full inventory, all sorts of random junk in my inventory, and it works. So no items get despawned. So that's good. It might look like some items are going to despawn, but they don't. I've tested it. It's just fast enough to keep up with it. With even a full inventory full of stacks of items. So yeah, that's good. But anyway, items will keep filtering until all your items have gone through, in which point this door will open, but we need to wait for that to happen. It looks like no more items are being dispensed, so once all these items are done, they'll stop pressing these pressure plates, which will turn off the system. Let's just wait for a second. This should be the last item. Boom, there we go. Now this pulse extender can run down and it will open this door. Now that door is actually also locked, so I'll demonstrate here. This door is, when you open it, it will close after a long pause, eventually. Just give it a second. Almost there. There we go. It closes, and then now you can't actually open it anymore. It won't open again until the person up there has died. Now, if something goes wrong, and that person didn't set their spawn and respawn somewhere else or something, this note block is here. To reset the note block of shame. I'll eventually hook that up to a sound as well to make it cool, but that will reset so that the door can once again open. So that, yeah, there's a quick safety thing there. But anyway, how it will actually work is once the person rides the minecart into the game, or into the game this way, and yeah, they will spawn in the game, and when they want to exit, they'll exit from where they entered, hop back down into a minecart ride that takes them back, and then it drops them onto this minecart rail, which drops them into here through the roof and back into this room, where they can then go and grab the items and leave. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. That's the whole system. But anyway, yeah, all my items should have ended up back here. There's my stuff, and I just grab everything else. And yeah, that's the system. Pretty cool. Yeah, pretty foolproof as well. I'm pretty sure if you spam these note blocks, it will get broken for a moment, but all you need to do is click it a few times, and it's all back to normal. And there we go. It's all back to normal now. So everything will continue to work. So it's pretty unbreakable, and it's pretty well. It's breakable, but it's easy to fix. So yeah, I think that's good enough. So there we go. It's all fixed again after this click. There we go. Yeah. So it's pretty easy to fix. It's pretty hard to break. I'll grab lanterns to put in here. I think I'm also missing some light sources in here. I don't remember what I had, but I'll figure it out because this is currently all spawnable, so I'll definitely need to fix that. For now, I think I'll just chuck a torch in there, for just as temporary, so no mobs spawn. But yeah, there you go. That is that, and this entire system works. Now, the one thing I thought of, which might not work, is the fact that when you return from the game, you pop in through here. And if someone's unloading items, you can switch it and it will all go bad. So yeah, I might end up swapping it so that they drop through the roof somewhere around here, which would probably be a lot better. But I'll see. That's that doesn't really matter for now. So yeah, it's also not really a big problem. It's not like it's impossible to fix. The items will just get filtered into someone else's chest, but that's fine. Yeah, as I said, there's 15. Not as I said, but there's 15 slots on this side, 15 slots on this side, so that makes 30 slots. I believe there's 22 or 23 igniters, so even with some extras, we can fit everyone here. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. I don't really know what else there is to say, but yeah, it's also pretty dark in this room. I should probably, you know, light this room up as well. I didn't think about that, but yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll figure it out. But yeah, that's that build. Look at that. That's pretty cool. And yeah, the last thing I want to do this episode is actually head to spawn because Dark has bought out all my wood again. Yeah, as you know, we have this wood tough battle going on with Dark, and he has, I believe, bought out my shop. I was building my my thing, so yep, there we go. I was building that build that you just saw, so I didn't take the diamonds, but I guess we'll go ahead and take them now. Why not? But yeah, I will restock this off camera. I've got most of the stock already, and we need to hit him back, but in a different way. Not buying his shop out. That's just getting repetitive. So that will all come in a in the next episode, hopefully. I think I've got an idea for what I wanted to do. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, subscribe. Check out all the links in the description. Comment what you think we should do for Dark to get him back. And yeah, I'm losing my voice a little bit. It's the end of the day. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.